middle of the birds.
That ain't good.
That's not where he wants to be.
Come on, Bill. It's coming up.
I don't know. That might have just been a hook pull. What it was. Come back on that.
The shark got
Fortunately, the break was in the leader and not the line, so it didn't generate a penalty.
T. I'm sure a shark's probably got him, I would imagine. Tough luck.
Actually, it's not too good news. You see the birds and stuff out here. That usually means sharks.
Tough fish. You did a great job. Fish up and down. Got right next to these birds working. We knew that could prevail with a shark bite. Unfortunately, that's what happened. Just an unlucky break.
There's the leader. 10 feet below the water. Double line.
Sure you grab the leader. Let's get it up a little bit. Be sure Danny grabs the. You're gonna have to get a shot one way in the back. Let's just see what he does here. Still.
This is where the tension is the greatest and the margin for error is non-existent. Danny Ford is handling the leader. He's got both the experience and the skill to know when to hold on and when to dump it. The decisions he has to make at this point have to be made in a split second, and a wrong one means all Dominic Lacombe's work is for nada. Unlike horseshoes and hand grenades, close doesn't count. We'll be right back to see how this turns out.
Dominic, wind up the slack behind you, please. Let him go if you got to. Let him go.
The Bill Fishing Extreme Release League is brought to you by Ray Marine, the world leader in marine electronics. Oobla, the official timepiece of the BXRL by Carrazza Jewelers at Fort Lauderdale. American Custom Yachts, Florida's premier custom yacht builders and marine service facility. Little Trees Air Freshener, where the air is always fresh.
Hi, welcome to beautiful St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
This is the 4th tournament out of 5 in the Bill Fishing Extreme Series. I'm Captain Norm Isaacs, and so far Team Galati and Team American are the only teams to draw fire. Unfortunately, Team Galati's fish encountered a shark problem. Team American still has some work to do, but they're getting close.
We had this one on the leader. He's just really digging in. He's, maybe a 400-pound fish or real long. So we had to dump him here. So hopefully we get him back on the leader.
Swimming that way, Terry. Go ahead, Terry, a little bit. Bump ahead a little bit.
Easy, Terry. See if you can get an angle he likes.
Go forward, Terry. Going ahead.
Go ahead, Terry.
Go ahead a little bit.
Behind you this time. Let's measure him. Let me grab him. It's a big fish, and then measure.
This is a good-sized fish, and if it measures at least 115 inches from the tip of the jaw to the fork of the tail, it'll be worth 500 points instead of 300. The team will do the measuring, the judge will do the judging, and it's his call, yay or nay, on the length.
Grab him. Come on, let's over. Is he close? Let's get him straight, get him straight. Get him straight. Good.
20 on both thumb and finger. I just wanted to get it in before Galati.
Just a little bit too short to be a big one.
Couple inches, yeah.
Yeah.
He was thick though.
Well, Vic, I thought Team Galati was making their traditional late in the season charge, but I heard you guys were hooked up, and then I heard it was a big fish, and I thought, yeah, that they bring up nothing but big fish, and then I heard the rest of it. It sounds like it was a little disappointing. Tell me all about it.
Well, you know, it's always disappointing when you sit there all day long and you got about an hour and a half left or something like that, and you hook up with a real nice fish. He crashed a short rigger, left it, went and ate the long rigger, which we run them all real tight. And Bobby did a great job. Bobby picked the rod up, and fish took off 3/4 of a spool and went down, and we were having to do the half moon circles to get the fish back up, and birds popped up next to the boat, and that wasn't a good sign. Then bait popped up, and the next thing you know, about 30 minutes after that, about probably an hour and 20 minutes into the fight there, some type of shark down there on the bottom wanted it worse than we did.
A lot of the guys didn't even see a fish, and you're raising them, so.
No, the good news is it's the first day, Norm, and it's not over in your show till it's over. So.
These always seem to come down to the last second anyway. In the past couple of years at this stage, you guys were ahead. Right. There's a lot of pressure on trying to stay ahead. And you said it's a little less pressure. It's a little more relaxing to come here, even though you're in second place.
Right.
But now you're not in second place anymore. I mean, has that tension come back?
Not really. We just have to stay aggressive like Dom did on his fish. You know, 20 pounds to drag, 2 thumbs, even though it's crackling. You got to stay aggressive around here. It's the only way you're going to win.
Yeah. Are you doing anything different today than you did yesterday?
Yes, yesterday I drew bait all day, slow draw, trying to look for something different. Today I'm going to go the opposite way.
You're going to go Puerto Rican on us, right?
Puerto Rican on us, real fast, real back north, so let's see what,
I got a feeling that just might pay off for you out there. I think I would kind of lean that way. Just keep the pitchies handy.
Oh, they will.
And keep the teasers out there, but jack it up and put on some lures and charge around.
The pitchies will be ready. We'll be ready.
I'm sure it will. We'll be listening for you.
Hopefully.
Go get them.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's the secret weapon right there. Circle hook mackerel. We're looking for those 5 extra points. With the fishing as slow as it has been here on the North Drop, if you can catch one on a circle hook, you're going to be well ahead of the game.
Well, let's take just a minute and talk about the point system in the Bill Fishing Extreme. There are actually 2 sets of points. There's the event points, and then there's the league points. Now, the event points are the ones that determine how each of these teams finish in a particular tournament. They're given 100 points for a sailfish, 150 for a white, 300 for a blue, and 500 for a large blue. A large blue is one that the team is able to get up next to the boat, measure to the judge's satisfaction, determine that that fish is at least 115 inches from the fork of the tail to the tip of the lower jaw. Now then there's the league points. The league points are the points that these teams take from event to event to event throughout the 5 events of the series. When they win a particular tournament, they get 10 league points. If they take second, they get 8. If they take third, they get 6, and so forth. Now, throughout the 5 tournament series, they amass these points, and whoever comes up with the second most points is the runner-up for the league championship. They get $50,000. The champion, the team that amasses the most league points throughout the series, they get a Joseph Henry championship ring, a David Worth statue, Hublot watches, 1 for each team member, and those run about $5,000 a piece. And then on top of that, they get a nice little check for $250,000.
With 2 days left in this event and 1 more contest to go, every team is still a mathematical possibility for the league championship. The Release Marine World Team has a screaming reel, and Jordan McCullough is going to the chair. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Hi, welcome back to the beautiful Virgin Islands.
I'm Captain Norm Isaacs, and so far Team American has the only points on the board. The bite has been slow here in the North Drop out of St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The teams are working hard for a strike. Jordan McCullough is headed for the chair for the Release Marine World Team. Now, this young lady's been there many times before. In fact, she was named Woman Angler of the Year by the Billfish Foundation.
Hold up! Jump him off! You on? Come on, jog!
This Bill Fishing Extreme Tournament Control. Time for the 11 o'clock roundup. Team American, what's happening out there?
Triple zeros, Norm. Nada.
K-Clubs, Captain Jeremiah.
Yeah, Norm, we're all zeros.
Team Galati, tell me a story.
Not much to tell, Norm. 0, 0, 0. That's been it for us.
0, 0. Okay, Mar Afuera, what's cooking?
0, 1, 0, Norm.
0, 1, 0. Is this a blue one? What happened on it?
Small blue, came out right along, in the 2 wax, pulled the hook in it right away.
All righty, thanks a lot, Jose. Release Marine World Team, what's going on?
0, 1, 0, Norm.
Sharky's Revenge, Team Sharkies, what's happening?
Hey, Norm, we're 0, 0, 0.
Thanks a lot, Rob. Okay, guys, time to kick it in. We need a fish or two in here. I know you're looking for them. Good luck out there.
You're just trying to get any sort of points right now. One fish puts you right in second. Circle hook puts you in first. And a 0 is sort of devastating right now with us in first place. A 0 could put us right back, back in the pack if the Freedom takes the whole 10, It's a tough little situation here. Nothing that a marlin wouldn't cure, that's for sure.
Oh, there he is, Vic! It's right under it. Here he comes. Little fish. No, pretty decent size one. Yeah, he's on it. Come on, no. Try to get it down in the water a little bit. Dump it to him, buddy. Come on.
Vic dumped out the pitch bait. Fish came up, went a little bit side to side, followed it for 20, 30 seconds, took a couple swipes at it, was following it, and everything was just right. And came up, made a good pass at it, thought he had it in his mouth, might have gotten wrapped in the bill, might have taken it, pulled some line out, and then he was gone. That was it, it was over.
When the bite is slow, evil schemes hatch. Sharky's Rob Rich, the reigning balloon shooting champ, might be getting challenged.
Ah! Rob, that's for you. Some sweet relish in a balloon. Ah! This is our sanga! And we still got ketchup for the hot dogs.
Got to check the measurement on it. Make sure it's within the legal limits.
This is legal, Judge.
Yes, yeah, it's legal.
It's legal.
There you go.
Ah!
30 minutes left. 25 minutes left on day 2. It's been just a slow day out here on the drop. Few toothy critter bites. Can't seem to find a blue marlin. They were here a few days ago, but not here right now. Our plan was shot down today. We were going to try to charter a plane and fly to Venezuela for 4 hours of fishing tomorrow. But that plan has been shot down. So I guess it's going to be back on the Sharkies, back on the North Drop, St. Thomas.
Lines out, lines out. That's it, guys. See you at the dock.
Just because there's no fish action doesn't mean there's no action at all, particularly with this crowd.
Ah!
Not too high, not
Wow. I think we've been had. Yeah.
When the boats got back, I thought I smelled a ballpark concession stand. I wonder why.
The action is hot and heavy off the coast of St. Thomas, so stay tuned.
The Bill Fishing Extreme Release League is brought to you by Ray Marine, the world leader in marine electronics. Oobla, the official timepiece of the BXRL by Carrazza Jewelers at Fort Lauderdale. American Custom Yachts, Florida's premier custom yacht builders and marine service facility. Little Trees Air Freshener, where the air is always fresh.
We're about to kick off the third and last day of this fourth event in the Bill Fishing Extreme Series. There's one tournament left after this.
Going into this last day of the three-day event, fishing here in St. Thomas. Now, this is the fourth event of the series. The fishing has just been unbelievably bad. I mean, there has been nothing going on out there. Team American caught a fish on the very first day, and after 2 days of fishing, that's the only fish that's been caught so far. This brings out a real interesting set of situations. If nobody else catches a fish in this tournament, Team American blows it out of the water. Nobody can catch them. Mathematically, they eliminated everybody except one team. However, if a team breaks a line out there, that gives them a minus number for this tournament, and that pushes all the teams above them up a notch. Even though they hadn't caught a fish, instead of getting 0 points, they would go up and get points because the team that had minus points would be below them. Now, this is a little bit confusing even for us